It searched for, but did not find, white in the parameters of the engineered species. Not only had humankind survived the incursion of thread for 2,525 years of threadfall, but it had flourished. The species had the tenacity to survive where others succumbed. If humans had been able to return from the northern continent, had they also managed to destroy the organism? That would be well done. What must Avis then do if its priority was superseded? Humans, with their insatiable curiosity and restlessness, would undoubtedly have new tasks which an artificial intelligence voice address system could undertake. They were not, Avis knew from its memory banks, a complacent species. Soon those who worked to clear the debris of centuries would uncover the entire building and reach its position. It must, of course, react as its program ordained. The Avis waited. 1. Present 9th pass, 17th turn. By the time the Avis had finished its recital of the first 9 years of the colonization of Pern, the sun Rookbot had set with an unusually fine display. Not that many of the reverent listeners of the history that the artificial intelligence voice address system narrated were aware of such externals. During the hours that the Avis's resonant tones had filled the chamber and penetrated to the hallway beyond, more people had crowded in to hear what it said, jostling each other to get an occasional look at the incredible moving pictures with which Avis illustrated its narrative. Those lord-holders and craft-masters hastily summoned by fire-lizard messengers willingly crowded into the stuffy inner room. Lord Jackson of Ruatha had asked his white dragon Ruth to summon the Benden Weyrleaders, so they were the first to join the Masterharper Robinton and Mastersmith Fanderel. Lessa and Falar slid onto the stools that Jackson and journeyman harper Pimer vacated for them. Pimer frowned at his mate, Mastersmith Jancis, when she started to get down and gestured to Breed, standing gawking in the doorway, to bring more seating. When Fëanor, the Benden wing leader, came, he sat on the floor, where he had to crane his neck to see the screen, though he quickly became too engrossed in the history to notice any discomfort. Room was made in the small crowded chamber for the lord-holders, Grogi of Ford, Asganar of Lemos, and Larad of Telgar. By then, Jackson had been pushed back to the doorway and politely but firmly refused entry to anyone else. Subtly, the Avis increased its volume so that the tale was audible to all those in the corridor. No one seemed to mind the stifling closeness of room and corridor, though matters improved when someone considerately passed around water and red fruit juice, and later meat rolls. Someone also had the foresight to open as many of the windows in the building as possible, thus circulating some air down the corridor, though little enough reached the Avis chamber. The final message received by this facility from Captain Caroon was to confirm that Fort Hold was operational. This message was logged in at 1700, 4th day of the 10th month, 11th year after landing. When the Avis ceased speaking, there was a profound and awed silence, finally broken by small scufflings as people shifted, almost apologetically, from long-held positions. A few polite coughs were quickly muffled. Feeling it incumbent on him to make some response to these historic and unexpected revelations, the Masterharper cleared his throat. "We are deeply indebted to you, Avis, for this amazing tale." Robinton spoke with deep humility and respect. A murmur of agreement circulated room and corridor. "We have lost so much of our early history. It's been reduced to myth and legend in many cases. You have clarified much that puzzled us. But why does it end so abruptly?" There was no further input from the authorized operators. Why not? No explanation was given. Failing prior instructions, this facility continued observations until the solar panels became clogged and power was reduced to the minimum needed to retain core integrity. "Those panels are the source of your power?" Fanderel asked, his bass voice rumbling with eagerness. "Yes." "Those pictures? How did you do that?" Fanderel's usual reserved manner was discarded in his excitement. "You